Back to a single-digit deficit, unable to do so. Tipped out of bounds. Panthers basketball.
That's what you have to credit Whitmer. It seems like every time St. John's seems like they're closing the gap a little bit, Whitmer always comes up big.
Hughes, short, might have forced that one.
Well, Hughes is, I'm going to talk about him real quick. He never comes out the game. This guy's in some great shape.
Soroka contested it, and it didn't matter. Peyton Moyer, his first three of the night. And that gives the Titans some momentum going to the fourth. 40-33 your score. Stay with us here on BCSN. Just a 7-point lead for the Whitmer Panthers as we start the fourth quarter here on BCSN. The Titans in this ball game. A big reason why Caleb Smith, Peyton Moyer have started to get it going. They've combined for 11 points.
And those are the big two guys they have to score.
The Titans had a 15-12 advantage there in the third. Soroka being pressured by Mitsopoulos. Inside, Colbert. Up and good. Not easy. He's got 13 now. Every possession going to count here in the fourth for the Titans.
Every one.
Right back to Moyer. Good look. Kimmons. Looked like Hughes may have gotten a piece of it. A foul against St. John's called against Ryder. He can't believe it.
That was a big possession right there for St. John's. They really needed a bucket. I mean, there's time, but like I say, this Whitmer team, you can always tell, in my opinion, and you have to probably agree with this, Brad, they have seniors. They just play with a different level of calmness.
Group that's been together.
Yes.
Step in the line will be Eddie Colbert.
Attack mode now. You see what I'm saying? He's playing in a totally different gear.
Colbert, 9 of his 13 points here in the second half. Gets the friendly roll on the first. Batch back in the ball game. One for two.
This is a big possession right here. St. John's has to get a good look. They got to get either a foul or they have to get a bucket.
Smith up top. 3 more. Caleb Smith all of a sudden in double figures.
I tell you what, he's doing the same thing. Like I said, the first half, I thought it was almost like a boxing match. He and they were filling each other out. Now they're like, okay, let's hoop.
Soroka. Follow up, Kavan Butler.
You know, I know we've been talking about it, but man, this kid is really playing an outstanding game tonight. And he's staying right around that block area. If you're going to foul him, you cannot give up the and one.
Lichtenberg back in as Kevon Butler will try to complete the three-point play. He's in double figures now.
Right. You look up, he's in double figures.
Just grazed the iron on the free throw. Still a lot of time left in this game. Titans down by 9. Mitsopoulos lost it, but he's bailed out by a foul call.
I think if you're St. John's, you got to kind of get the ball going side to side. You know, they're keeping the ball on one side, not getting a lot of floor balance.
Trying to find an open man. Smith against Colbert. Moyer pull up. Short. Butler the board.
And that's whose hands you definitely want it in right now. You got to have it in Trey's hands.
Let him make plays.
Yeah.
Nice fake. Smith the help.
It might be 3 seconds.
Colbert tipped around.
Look at the big man work.
And stripped on the way up. Stays with Whitmer. Soroka guarded by Mitsopoulos.
Yeah. Good matchup here. See, I love this right here. I mean, this is good offense. If you watch the Whitmer offense, they do a lot of things with movement. You know, they move the basketball, they screen for guys. You don't really see a lot of guys doing things they can't do in this offense. They play well within themselves.
Hughes, good look to Butler. Puts it up and in. Great touch.
He's hot.
Timeout, St. John's. Full timeout. 47-36 your score. Whitmer in control at the right time. Kevon Butler stepping up. (47-36) your score. The Panthers in front, trying to sweep the regular season against St. John's. Moyer looking for help, finds Mitsopoulos. Caleb Smith had it knocked away. Soroka's got it. Here come the Panthers.
About to see a nice dime.
And the bump from Moyer, team foul number 5.
You know, I think if this game continues at this pace, I'll be honest, I think it really was the first quarter that was key for Whitmer. They came out really hot.
16-2 advantage.
Yes, but yeah, we got to talk about big Kevon Butler. Man, this guy, he's playing, he's having the game of his life right now.
No good for Hughes.
Right,
Butler's got it. St. John's needs a basket. Trying to slip it inside. Smith finds Batch open. Gary Batch, 6 points tonight.
Gets the job done.
Antsopoulos trying to draw an offensive foul from Soroka. Colbert three, too much.
I think he had a situation like Moyer. He's not used to being that wide open.
Antsopoulos tried to force his way inside. Marion Evans wisely pulls it out.
Once again, that's senior right there. That's okay.
Antsopoulos poked it away, but it will be Panthers basketball.
That's a good job by Evans, you know, I mean, that's understanding how to play. That's having faith in your system. As we always talk about buy-in, that's how you win games. Guys like this can help you win. Because an inexperienced team, even just took the ball 1 against 3. He pulled it out. Smart play by Evans.
We're back to that point where Whitmer's going to work the clock, and at this point in the ball game, deficit like this, a lot of people are saying this is why we need a shot clock, because Whitmer's just going to hold on to it as much as they can. But here's the reason why you don't need it, is because Whitmer has put themselves in position to win this game. You can't take that away from them down the stretch with a shot clock.
I agree. You get no arguments.
Butler inside, he's going back to the line.
I'll tell you, this is a beautiful brand of basketball to watch. When I watch these Whitmer kids, the way they share the basketball, you can tell these guys aren't worried about stuff in their stats. Not at all. These guys are sharing the basketball. That's what makes them so tough.
First free throw for Butler. No problem.
The more he gets to the line, the better he gets it. Just take a look.
Highlights from Kevon Butler tonight. He's got 13 points, working hard underneath.
And don't look for no three-pointers. He don't need them. This guy's just throwing his body around, and he's getting to the block, and he's knocking down shots and free throws.
Kevon Butler is now tied for the team high with 14 points.
I wonder if this is his high for the year. It's got to be close. I mean,
absolutely.
We don't have the stats in front of us, but
And again, as you get a loose ball foul, if you're Kevon Butler, you're not asked to do much at the offensive end, but he's doing the dirty work, finding different ways to win. And you look at a performance like this, and you hope it comes in tournament time for Whitmer.
That's what I was going to say. If you can get this type of production out of Butler, because, you know, put the points aside, okay? The confidence he's getting, and this is giving Coach Brown, because let's be honest, he was a guy, probably at the beginning of the year, we count on getting 5 fouls for you. Hey, he'll get some fouls, he'll get some rebounds. But if he's finishing around the rim like that, that's just extra.
Marion Evans, good on the front end of the 1-and-1. Team leader in three-pointers made and steals on the season. And a timeout has been taken by St. John's. 3 minutes remaining in this ball game, a full timeout. 50-38 your score. Stay with us. Three minutes remaining in this ball game. It's the Panthers by 12. The number 8 ranked team in the state trying to improve to 15-1 on the season and 10-1 in league play. Lead up to 13 after that free throw from Evans.
It's so funny, you know, we hear because, you know, Whitmer goes legitimately 7 deep. You know, they'll throw in 8 guys, maybe 9, but this team goes 7 deep. They're not the deepest team. But these guys really understand how to play. They know how to play well together. They do a good job. I'm talking about on both ends of the court. You don't see a ton of reaching. Those guys move their feet. Yeah, I'm really impressed with them. If they play like this Whitmer team, sky's the limit for them.
Got to be able to find different ways to win, and Whitmer has done that tonight. Caleb Smith has had a big second half. He's up to 13 points, but
yes. Well, hey, if they can get a steal here, maybe get a stop. At some point, they're going to have to. Okay, we're going to see some showtime.
Lays it home. 8-point game. Just over 2 minutes remaining. And a timeout, Whitmer. Another full timeout. 51-43 your score. Now, this is the point last week where Whitmer, late in the ball game, had control against Perrysburg in that Tuesday night non-conference game, and then Perrysburg ended up only losing by 3 points in that game because Whitmer got a little careless with the basketball and weren't knocking down shots.
Well, that's a great point you bring up. I remember watching that game too and wondering what the heck happened. But I think tonight what they have to do, they have to make sure that they get the ball in the free throw shooter's hands, because at this point, St. John's, they're going to obviously look to foul, and they just have to they got to ride it home from the free throw line.
Leon Hughes on the season, a very good free throw shooter, 83%. Eddie Colbert shooting better than 70%. Soroka, 70% shooter.
That's what I'm saying. What's Evans? I'm sure he's probably pretty much up here. It's about 60.
62%.
They got some guys.
And he knocked down his last two.
That's what I'm saying. Butler's hitting this. I mean, I don't know what his percentage is, but he is knocking down his shots. So at this point, if you're Whitmer, you have to be strong with the basketball. Now, conversely, if you're St. John's, you have to go for steals. You got to extend the game out. And if you don't get the steal, you have to foul.
Whitmer 12 of 16 from the charity stripe tonight. They shot 38 free throws against St. Francis and knocked down 28.
Jeez.
Now there was that technical foul in that ball game as well.
Yeah.
Whitmer was really able to take control. But he still, get to the line 38 times and knock down 28. That's great for anybody.
And to get to the line. So you got to the line 40 times. Wow.
And it's Arion Evans stepping to the line.
If you're Coach Heinzel, maybe you got to get some guys in. You may want to get Barnes in, a guy that can knock down some shots.
Rattles home the first. St. John's is going to have to work quickly at the offensive end.
See, and this is the difference right now. Whitmer, they're knocking their free throws down. That's how you put teams away.
Smith, guarded by Colbert. A little space up top.
You got to get a shot.
Moyer had it stripped. Here comes Soroka. Numbers for the Panthers. Trey Soroka fouled. See what Trey Soroka has done tonight. 13 points. 11 coming in the first half.
See, like I said, I'm telling you, because we're getting close to the tournament time, and I can't wait to see what the draw is going to be, because, you got Northview coming out. It's going to be some upsets. I'm telling you right now. I'm predicting. I don't know what's going to happen. You got St. Francis playing well. Now, this St. John's team, they're playing well right now. It's their first loss in 6 games, so it's going to be interesting. And whoever wants to draw these guys, because they're probably going to get a lower seed. I'm talking about the St. John's team. They're going to be scared.
Don't forget about the Start Spartans.
Yes.
Spartans right now the top team in the City League. And Colbert thought he had a clean block.
And there's not a tougher, more physical, well-coached team than Start. You talk about Coach Worth and the job he's done out there. Rogers, I still think, when I look at that Rogers roster, they got some guys. They got some pieces. If they can put it together, they're going to be a scary out as well.
Deshaun Nelson has had a great year getting it done both on the glass and scoring the basketball. Keaton Wyatt, an experienced point guard for that team. They can get a few more role players to step up.
And we don't know what St. Francis is going to do. They're just as good talent-wise, roster-wise as anybody. So Sunday, folks, Monday, look at the Blade Monday because those matchups are going to be crazy. Or Davey won Sunday night.
16 now for Caleb Smith. Full court press from the Titans. Out of bounds. Stays with Whitmer. And it's Roca able to keep possession.
Euro still. See, he probably should have pulled that out, but hey, no worries. Ed Cobra said, I got your back.
The leading scorer in the Three Rivers Athletic Conference averages 20 a game. He's got 16 tonight.
And it's been that type of a night. You know, and once again, we talk a lot about what Whitmer has done on offense. But, Brad, I'm so impressed with these guys defensively. And the intensity has started from the tip. You know, and they have not, there's been no drop-off in effort at all.
Next up, Whitmer going to be taking on Central at the Sullivan Center.
Hey, that could be an interesting game. Now, the first matchup, I had that matchup. Central was up 7. Double bonus the whole second half. That's another scary team you're going to have to watch out for. You may not want to draw early.
You expect a great defensive effort from Central Catholic. Had an opportunity to see the Irish against Cardinal Stritch and against Findlay. And you remember the first time around against Findlay, Central lost at the buzzer. Second time around, Central defensively shut down the outside shooting of the Trojans.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
miss there for Colbert, less than 30 seconds to play.
I don't think Coach Brown wanted that shot. Just kind of looking at his expression.
No good. That was a 2 for Mitsopoulos. And now the Panthers just have to run out the clock. Hughes,
wow,
fouled.
They're still shooting the basketball. Get out of here with W. That's what Coach Brown is telling them, and there's no need for that.
One thing that's really going to get this Panthers team ready for tournament play will be the fact that they're playing their final 3 games on the road. They'll take on St. Ed's, Springfield, and Limestone.
That's a tough schedule. Because I'm going to tell you, Springfield's another team. If you watch them, their record is not indicative of how well that they've played. They've been in a lot of games. Now, they have a losing record, but there's some games, I'm telling you, that they could have won. I mean, so that's another interesting team.
St. John's next up will take on Clay at Clay on February 8th. And then it's round 2 in the rivalry game against St. Francis. And, of course, St. Francis breaking that long losing streak this season in the first meeting by beating the Titans. What a second meeting that will be.
Yeah, that's going to be here.
Knights won by 18 in the first meeting. Just 6 seconds remaining in this ball game. And the net a little bit tangled up. Inbounded to Leon Hughes. He will dribble out the clock, and the Whitmer Panthers have swept the regular season against St. John's, handing the Titans their first home loss of the season.
I tell you what, once again, got to credit the Whitmer team. I love what they did defensively. And can we talk about the big man, Kayvon Butler? The job he did tonight was outstanding. He along with Trey Soroka.
Kayvon Butler, 14 points in this one. Trey Soroka had 14, 11 in the first half, and Eddie Colbert, the team's leading scorer on the season, leads the way again here tonight with 16, 12 in the second half.
Yeah, he really woke up that second half. He played with a lot of effort. He didn't play with the same energy the first half, but imagine me saying that, and they still going to halftime. Were they up 10 at the half? I mean, without those guys, this is going to be a very difficult team to beat. They got a lot of pieces. They got a great coach.
Very impressive performance tonight.
The five-game win streak for the Titans comes to an end. Whitmer has now won 5 in a row. They remain alone atop the track, now 15-1 overall, 10-1 on the season. And your final score in this one, Whitmer 57, St. John's 44. For my broadcast partner, Deion Thompson, I'm Brad Woznicki. The number 8 ranked team in the state gets it done on the road, sweeping the regular season against St. John's.